pretty sure we're live. I see a countdown still on the screen, but I think we're live.
Yeah,
Let's
we're
see.
good.
Hello. I get so confused by that other one. God, gotta stop looking at it. What's up, everybody? Did we get a new member? Heidi, welcome to the Dead family. Heck yeah.
Did I miss
Guys, did you
something?
welcome her in? Yeah, she during the countdown, I think she became a member. That's awesome.
Yes.
Welcome in.
Welcome. Sorry if I sound like crap. I feel like crap.
It's okay. Everybody's sick. Ashley, Carolyn, hello, Nancy. Who else we got? Jackie, Robin, hello. Your TikTok came back great, but I don't know if the lives are working there yet. They didn't work all day. Angelique and Melissa. Hello, everybody. We're doing a true crime podcast again, and mixing it up. If you guys have any questions, you can put it in the chat. It doesn't have to pertain to what we're talking about. Just talk to each other, throw some emotes in, and always a thumbs up, okay? Make sure you hit the thumbs up. So,
Can I thumbs it up a lot?
thumbs it
Yeah.
up. Even us, we have to thumbs up. So, anyway, tonight our discussion is on Tracy Nicks. Does anybody in the chat know who that is? She's from Florida. She's a 67-year-old former teacher, principal, and a church member. That's what they're saying about her. So does anybody know who we're talking about by any chance? People, yeah, who cares? We're not going to talk about TikTok. Maybe later we'll talk about it, but right now, doesn't matter. We're on YouTube, the best platform that you can ever be on.
They're gonna love that.
Yeah, right?
What's the
YouTube.
algorithm?
Yeah, right? Push it, push it. So it sounds familiar to you? Okay. Actually, this just her conviction just happened last week. So I wasn't familiar with her until wow, probably like a week and a half, 2 weeks, right, Carolina?
Yeah.
That's when I mentioned it to you, I think.
Yeah. We just recently found about this.
So again, this is like a little trigger warning, guys. Okay, this is about an infant, well, two actually, that passed away. So again, if you have any kind of problems with that, I would jump out of the live and come to another one. Okay. This one, there's not a ton of information about what happened, but you want to say what we know, what happened so far? I'll let you go into it, Caroline.
Well, she was in charge of watching her granddaughter. The daughter asked her if she can watch her, so she took her out and all that, cleaned her. And when they got home, she went straight inside and forgot the grandchild in the car until hours later, and then called 911.
Yeah, so she was a 7-month-old baby. Um, and we could talk about the first child too in a second, but yeah, she was left in 90-degree weather. It was 90 degrees outside. So in the car, what does that make it? 120 probably? I don't even know.
Probably.
I know it always jumps it up quite a bit from that. It was a very hot day in Florida that day. So yeah, she was coming back from a lunch with her church members, I guess, and something else. I think she did something before that too. I don't know if they were in church or not. So she was kind of saying that she was distracted, and the only thing she could think of was she wanted to get home to play with her dog or talk to her dog. I don't know what the hell that was about. And her grandson coming over later because they had plans for dinner with the grandson. So she was not even thinking about this child that was in the back seat of the car at all, it seemed like complete distraction, right?
Yeah.
Let's see.
The one thing I
Let me
can
see.
say during the trial when I was watching it, she didn't seem senile. She seemed very competent.
Yeah. No, I don't think that it was dementia issue or something like that. Bible study. Yeah, I think it was Bible study. You're right.
Oh, the link works on Restream. Okay, never mind. Continue.
Okay. Oh, Brooke put it in. Yeah, guys, if you want to become a member, right there, Brooke's got it. Just click the link. It's only $5 for a whole month. Let's see. Okay, so she was the second grandchild to her, and the first one in her own care, that one passed away also. and that one passed away from a drowning while she was taking a nap, I guess. She was sleeping. He was
That's crazy.
16 months old. Yeah, 16-month-old Ezra. And it was a pond, I guess, outside the house or something, and he was drowned. So let me keep reading because I know that it was only like how much apart? A year apart, right? The deaths? What? How far was it?
Mm,
I can't find it now. It was not long. It was like a year apart that they passed away. I don't see it now. Okay, but it was very quick. I don't get that. I don't get that's the discussion here. The discussion here is would you trust your parent that already was negligent, right? In the first kid, and then a year later you have another one, you would leave your baby with that person? That's a
no,
good question for the chat. Would you leave your child, even if it was your mother? Obviously, that was a mother. Would you do that?
no.
There's no way I could do it. While watching the boy, she fell asleep while watching him. Yep. I have a video I want to show you guys, which I probably should go right into before I'm sitting here asking you questions. Let me get into this video. Um, it's about 8 minutes long, okay, but this is the parents of the little girl and the boy. Okay, so I want you to watch this and tell me what you think after, okay? I'm gonna hit it now.
Kayla Nicks and Drew Schock grew up here and reconnected 5 years ago after what began as a high school friendship. They soon decided to have kids and raise their children where they had roots.
Now, this was the plan. We were going to have 3 kids, and that, you know what I mean? That was our goal.
My mom was a principal.
Kayla's mom, Tracy Nicks, now at the center of their family's story.
Here we are.
A story they're here to share.
It's really difficult to know that my mom is the one, that broke his heart here. My mom.
According to the complaint affidavit, on November 1st, 2022, Kayla was going to get her hair done and asked her mom to babysit. Tracy met friends for lunch, drove home, and forgot her granddaughter in the back seat of her 2019 Lexus, with the windows rolled up. She went inside, talked to her dog, and practiced the piano. When one of her grandsons arrived, all of a sudden it came across her head that Uriel was in the back seat all afternoon. Her husband immediately began CPR. Temperatures in Wauchula that day reached 90 degrees. Uriel died. She was 7 months old.
To think of the last moments of her life as a mother is gut-wrenching.
A little girl. How do you forget a little girl?
After identifying his daughter at the hospital, Drew remembers.
We're out in the parking lot just trying to grasp out what just happened, and that it actually just happened twice in our lifetime.
Twice in less than a year. 16-month-old Ezra, Uriel's brother, also died while under his grandmother Tracy's care.
911, where is your emergency?
That's a little baby. The grandmother's out giving him CP. Is he breathing? No.
Okay, it was a pond,
Yeah.
and they're not sure how long the child was in the pond?
No.
Drew got the first call 3 days before Christmas 2021.
He goes, something happened to Ezra, and that's when I just called Kayla, and she goes, what? And I said, I don't know, I'm heading there now.
I could see the helicopter landing, and I didn't look when there was a stop sign. I was in a full head-on collision, and I was going 85 miles an hour in that case, 6 months pregnant. But I got out and started running to my parents' house, and at this point I don't have shoes, and I'm just running. That was my desperation to get to my son.
Kayla says her doctor told her she needed to make a choice.
They withheld information from me. Any information that would work me up or make me emotionally distressful would be harmful to my unborn child. And I knew in that moment that as much as I loved him, that she was a real life and she was coming, and it would be wrong of me to lose it over him and hurt her and take her.
Kayla and Drew had never seen the incident report, detailing how Ezra drowned in a nearby pond the afternoon his grandmother fell asleep. In the report, the detective wrote, "A complaint affidavit for child neglect will be forwarded to the state attorney's office for further review."
I didn't know that they had ever attempted to file charges.
Kayla says she will never forget what a deputy told her.
I was told that unless I believed that my mom held my son's head under the water and intentionally killed him, that there is nothing else that they can do about my son's death.
In a statement, the state attorney's office said, in cases involving the accidental drowning of a toddler, Florida appellate courts have stated that a one-time lapse of judgment would not establish culpable negligence of the caretaker.
His story has gotten lost in hers.
After the death of
Ezra.
your son, did you trust your mom?
No.
No, we didn't trust her at all. Like I said, that's why we never let Asher go over there.
Asher, their now 4-year-old first.
We were anxious, but I loved my mother, and I am a daughter that wanted her mom. I thought that if I could believe in second chances, and so when I was told that Ezra's death was an accident, some sliver child part of me thought, okay, good, I get to keep this mom, this grandmother, this person.
3 months after Ezra's death, Kayla gave birth to their baby girl.
There wasn't a moment to get a grip of the death of my son before there was the life of my daughter. And how beautiful is that? Her name is Uriel, and it's a Hebrew name, and it means God is my light. You're so cute.
Kayla and Drew were protective.
The very, very minor amount of time that she saw my daughter was almost always supervised.
On her daughter's last day, Kayla says she knew her mom's plans.
Yuri was at a restaurant with other people that I knew and trusted.
Within hours, someone from the sheriff's office showed up at her home.
And said that your baby is dead. And I said, I'm sorry, what? I know Ezra's dead. Why are you here? Why are you, like, what is this? No, Kayla, your baby is dead.
2 children now who are no longer here. You know what I mean? Somebody has to answer for that.
But Tracy's attorney, William Fletcher, says it depends.
But because somebody dies doesn't necessarily mean that somebody has to pay. And this obviously was an accident. And the question was, is it culpable negligence?
Fletcher told us Tracy Nicks will not be making any public statements.
Tracy loves her daughter and her son-in-law and all of her children and her grandchildren.
What is she feeling?
Totally devastated, totally devastated.
Why did you choose to take on this case?
It was so incredible. I can't conceive of the pain. I got a couple grandkids, and you feel the same way about your grandkids. So it's not, the parents are hurting, but so are the grandparents are hurting too. So there's no winners here, certainly no winners. Everybody, it's just total devastation. They're very fine people, and decided I'd take it. I know you've heard sometimes people have been struck by lightning 2 different times, and that's the way I look at this case.
We sat down and spoke with Kayla and Drew, the parents, and they say that they want justice in this case. What do you think justice looks like here?
Looking at the facts, looking at what really happened, as far as Uriel, the baby girl, which is what the charge what the jury should be focused on, and deciding is this culpable negligence.
Fletcher says if found guilty, Tracy could be sentenced to between 12 and 30 years in prison.
So then if I'm objective, she needs to go to prison. As her daughter, it kills me to say it. As their mother, I demand it.
I want justice for my son, so that way I don't let what happened to my son happen with my daughter and her just get scot-free, because I couldn't live with that as a parent.
Wow. That's impressive. I mean, I can't believe they can get through that interview. That's
Something seems a little off. to me. If you didn't trust after that the death of your son, and you didn't trust your mom, why would you at last minute put your trust in her with your granddaughter?
She
I
said she
wouldn't.
believed in second chances.
Yeah, well,
Mm,
I don't
mm.
know. Something's not right about that.
This is some statistics. It's hard to say that word sometimes for you guys right here on the screen. I just wanted you to check it out. But she was already found guilty of leaving the child in the vehicle, causing great bodily harm, obviously, because, she was
Yeah.
unalived, unfortunately. But the jury did find her not guilty of the more serious charge of aggravated manslaughter. So that means she's probably going to get 2 to 5 years for this. That's what they're looking at. She's going to be sentenced. When, Sue? Do you know when she's going to be sentenced? Because Sue's watching the trial on this. Probably a month or so. They usually get sentenced. What do you think of that sentencing? 2 to 5 years for, neglect of the second grandchild like that.
I think she got paid off really well. I
Mm.
would. Yeah, I don't know. And especially that the jury didn't find her guilty. What? This is the second child in her care that passed away.
Well, here's the thing. They didn't allow the jury to know this about the first child. They did not bring that one into the case. So the jury I don't think had any idea that this is the second child.
It's crazy.
Had to quit her job due to memory issues. Oh. Okay, I did not know that. She had to quit her job due to memory issues. I mean, was she looked at then? Sunkist, was she evaluated for dementia or Alzheimer's or anything like that? I believe there was a live right. I believe there was a live right now. What are you talking about, Sue? On this case? Not enough. She needs a longer time. I totally agree. I totally agree. She really needs to be evaluated, though. For sure. Hello, Renee. Not enough time. Yep. Not enough time for this one. Mm-mm.
Man,
I
if they
mean,
find out that she has dementia or whatever, then
then
I
what?
figured that they're definitely going to stick with the lower time.
Oh, for sure. For sure they're going to do that. Let me see. Yeah, that was another thing they were looking into was mental health issues. Somebody mentioned that, but you see how the daughter was talking? I guess the mom talks like that too, where she possibly has Tourette's or another thing, but that wouldn't have anything to do with memory issues, I don't think. Tourette's. Do you? Do you know anything about that?
No, isn't Tourette's
Tourette.
just a neurological disorder, like a nervous system?
That's what I mean. Yeah, it's just kind of tics and yelling inappropriate things sometimes. I don't know if you can use it as an excuse of leaving your baby in a car or your granddaughter in a car for all day long. The case name, it's Tracy Nicks. If you want to just look that up. Nicks, Nix.
Yeah, I agree, Madison. If she knew of that, then why would you leave your children with her? It's why I'm like, something's not right about what she's saying. It doesn't connect the dots.
If she had dementia, sorry, I wouldn't trust my kids with them. No. To get a haircut? I mean, then all of a sudden it was okay to go get your hair done? I mm, it should
I would change my appointment. If you don't really fully trust somebody, then is your hair really that much important than your child?
She
Safety?
said that in the interview. She's like, did you trust your mother?" They said no. So they said it right there. Why
Um,
then?
I felt like the mom was interested more in getting her hair done.
I don't know. She said that that the women in the Bible study, she trusted them. So I was like, well, then why didn't you have one of them babysit instead of your mother?
Yeah.
So for something like this, if she does come across with no dementia, no memory issues whatsoever, how long do you actually think she should serve for this? What do you think's appropriate? An
Mm,
appropriate sentence?
15 years.
15?
Yeah.
Okay. She's 67 years old. So we got to remember that. She would be 80 something years old by the time she got, well, if she got out at 80. The mom said in court that she needed some me time.
Get the fuck out of here.
I mean,
I mean, then
don't you
you
have
can
other
have you can have
friends?
me time, but it's like you still have to be responsible of who you leave your child with.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I mean, you went to the mother that your son drowned while she was sleeping, so you go to that person in particular for your me time? Go. I would hire somebody before I did something like that. I don't know. An eye for an eye. Yeah, me too, Kim. Me too. Not everything requires prison. You are right on that, Casey. The first time she got away with it, though, she didn't get prison the first time. You see? So, I mean, now it's the second child. What do you think of that? Do you think now it deserves prison? I mean, come on. I
I
get the
don't know.
first one. The first one was a drowning. She was sleeping. Stuff like that
Quote
happens.
unquote.
We know this.
Quote unquote.
Yeah, we don't know. We weren't there. But
Allegedly.
that's allegedly she was sleeping, okay? And that's how the kid got out and drowned. Fine. But this is the second case. Come on. Why couldn't she have waited for the father to watch the kids? Meh. Yeah. That's a good question. So Melissa says at least 10 years that she should get. It's sad how many children die in hot cars. Yes. Look, that's the statistics. I can't say that word. Oh my God. And it's really sad. And then we've also seen ones where the parents go in. I just saw one where they went into a casino and they were playing like blackjack or something like that. They left their kid in the car for 2 hours while they went and played. Another one, Walmart. I just wanted to go in and get a few things, but they knew that person was in there for over an hour in Walmart shopping.
That's
Left her
crazy.
kid in the car. Yeah. Yeah. And what did she say? What did Dottie say? I can't see it. Let me get off of this screen and we'll go back to this one that we want to talk with. There you go. So definitely prison, and if memory problems or dementia is a facility for her to stay in. Right. Yes. Yep. Parents should be held responsible also. Yes. I think that they should have some kind of punishment for that because they are part of it. They're the ones that entrusted her to do that. So knowing that the first one was, drowned. So Jersey, what's up, Gio? There's another thing called forgotten baby syndrome. I've never heard of this. Hey, Caroline, if you want to look that up, because they did talk about it in the court case, and I don't know what that is. I mean, it's just forgotten baby syndrome. What the hell's that?
Never heard of that in my life.
But they're trying to make that part of this case also.
Forgotten baby syndrome refers to the phenomenon where a parent accidentally leaves a baby or young child unattended in the car, often due to a lapse in memory caused by distraction, stress, or change in routine, potentially leading to serious harm to the child.
Okay. Well, that's what she's claiming. She's claiming forgotten baby syndrome. It's a syndrome? For real?
I still don't.
10 to 15 years unless she is found to have mental issues. And locked in a mental facility. Yep, I agree. I agree, Barty. That's what I would do too. 2 to 5 years is not enough. It's just not enough. That father, look at him in that interview. He looks like he wants to unalive her, the grandmother, because I can imagine. He doesn't have that connection like the daughter does, obviously. That's her mother. He's like, you know what? You unalive 2 of my children. My God. That is why they have backseat sensors. Now, that's a good question. She had what was it, a Lexus? What was it? It was expensive.
Yeah, Alexis.
They don't have sensors in the back seat for the kids. I don't know about these new cars. I thought they had every safety precaution you can think of. So look that one up, somebody. I would like to know that. It is an excuse. Yeah, exactly. It's an excuse, not a syndrome. Exactly.
No, I don't believe that shit either. Um,
Had a case where a dad left his daughter in the car sleeping while he went inside his house, played video games. Yep.
yeah, I saw that.
Mm-hmm.
How do you
What
forget your
did
child's in the car though? You had them all day with you.
I think it's an excuse. I think they're just so stressed out and so tired of the kids that some of them think, they'll be fine. I'll get them in an hour or something.
It's messed up, man.
Yeah, definitely people that should not be having children.
Yeah. Swallowing.
Enough to forget. Exactly, Candy, right? Oh my God. 3 kids as a single dad. And you guys never forgot your kids. I never forgot my dog outside. I mean, really. Come on. 2017
She
Volkswagen
was
does
usually the
not
first
have it.
thing I used to grab. I never used to grab my stuff.
She didn't have a Volkswagen, Patty. She had an expensive car. You see that red car in the drive or the garage that I showed you? They had some money, I guess. There's no way I would have ever agreed to have the grandmother watch the kids alone ever again. Who would? I don't understand it. I can't understand the mentality of her doing that. I don't get it. You can have them put in also. Yeah, everybody should. It's a 2018 Equinox has it. So I guarantee it. It must have had something. Maybe she shut it off though, because those safety features you can actually shut off if it annoys you or something. And they're an older couple and maybe they just said, and they shut it off. God, it's almost safer to have the kid in the front seat turned around than having him in the back seat.
I mean, yeah, because if they don't have the seatbelt on, it just starts screaming at you that you don't have a seatbelt on.
Yeah. And you can't forget something that's just sitting right next to you either. It's not in the back seat. And then something about the grandfather was mowing the lawn during the day. And they were like, you couldn't see the baby in the car. And he's like, no. He goes, because my lawnmower sits higher or something like that. He gave some kind of weird thing on the stand. And I'm like, wow. So this poor kid heard the lawnmower going. The grandmother left. She suffered in this car for hours. And when they found her, her onesie was drenched, just drenched. And I think they said her eyes were open and yeah, she couldn't be saved. It was impossible to save her. She just went through a lot. That's a horrible death. The back seat is not supposed to be able to be shut off. Well, then why didn't they hear it? Trust someone to watch my kids, I took them with me. Exactly. If I didn't trust somebody to watch my dog, I would take my dog with me. I mean, and it's an animal. My dad, Lexus, not sure what year. Maybe it does not have sensors. I think hers was a newer car, guys. I think if you look at it, it looks damn new. 2020s at least or more. Hello, Tam. He should be charged also. Who? The grandfather? I don't know. Can he be charged? He had no idea. Well, in a sense, did he have an idea though? His wife took this kid to Bible study. Oh, he didn't question where's the kid? Because the mother didn't pick the kid up yet. So yeah, why wouldn't he question where this child was for hours? That's a good question. Go ahead, Carolina.
Oh. Maybe he's like one of those husbands that like, whatever, do what you gotta do.
The
So wasn't
paramedic
really
said
paying attention.
she had been gone for some time. Oh, rigor mortis says, yeah, that's what I'm saying. She passed away in that car alone in the heat,
Crying.
listening to her grandfather's lawnmower. I can't even imagine. Whew. So that is basically the story of this trial, guys. If you want to go look at it, go on YouTube. I'll also have a link to the video I showed you today. I'll have it in the bio of this live replay, and you guys can check it out if you're interested. It's a very sad story. Very, very sad. I don't think he knew his wife picked up the baby from mom. Did he? Was that said? I'm very curious. What's his involvement, right? So anyway, that was one case. I don't know what other cases you want to talk about, or if you just want to talk about TikTok or anything else, go for it. I just wanted people to know about that. Where are we at? 7:30. Wow, it's only half an hour. What other cases are you guys looking at right now that you find interesting that we should look into? That's a good question. I'm really into the newer cases lately.
Have
You
you
ever forgotten
ever forgotten
groceries?
groceries in though? I've done that a couple times. Yeah, but groceries compared to like a living thing, you never forget a living thing.
Yeah, I would never. And one person said that too. Wouldn't you be hyper vigilant when you already forgot your first grandchild and he died in a lake? Wouldn't you be like super checking 3 times on these things? I would be. I'd be paranoid like you wouldn't believe. And I'd turn into like an OCD person and immense, checking 3 or 4 times immensely. Let me say, groceries are not live beings. Yeah. And I'm sure she was sleeping peacefully, in the beginning, obviously, so she didn't hear her, but I don't know. I don't think there's any excuse for this.
No, you put them in there. How can you forget?
It's not new, but Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers. Who's that one? No, I've never heard of that one. What did he do, Kelsey? Drop it in there. I've never forgotten my child in the car ever. I rarely forget anything in the car. I'll be paranoid about my kids afterwards. Sure.
That's what I don't get. It's like when you get inside the house, like you don't. It's a little too quiet. I don't see them, and it didn't ring a bell.
You would think this kid is from Tennessee and who has autism randomly disappeared from the earth, and his step parents are what? Oh, Kelsey, I think that's the one Monty was talking about. Didn't they already find him? They unalived him? Yeah, I'm pretty sure we know about that one. That's not new. I don't think, unless another one happened. What's going on with Luigi?
Who cares?
I know, right? I'm just wondering, like, when's his next court date? Wasn't it at the end of this month? The end of January he's supposed to go back?
Uh, court case.
Yeah, Luigi's court case. When's he up next? He never was found? I thought, okay, this is a different case then. Hmm. God, because that sounds just like the one Monty told us about. I wouldn't want to be responsible for any child after being responsible for grandchild passing. Absolutely. I wouldn't trust myself. I wouldn't even trust myself to watch another child. I wouldn't, not alone. If the husband was with her and she had backup, I would say okay, because there's two of you. But no, 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 no. I wouldn't do that. It was head count every time I got out of the car. Oh yeah, yeah. That's what they used to do with the kids. They do a head count. Mm-hmm. Luigi died off. Yeah. Well, he'll be back. Trust me. That's going to be a big trial. And I'm pretty sure they'll have it all televised. What did you guys think was the most dramatic trial that you've ever watched?
The
Like
O.J.
dramatic.
Simpson one.
Okay, OJ. Um, what you call it? Ali Abulaban was pretty interesting. If you guys don't know, that's the TikTok case, right? Where he unalived the wife the wife and her boyfriend. That case, oh my God, just his looks in the courtroom, the way he looked at people, the way he yelled, the very intimate details that they gave about him cheating, and the woman went on the stand. I just saw the woman actually. I've been watching it in pieces. I didn't watch the full trial, but oh my God. Go watch that one if you want a dramatic trial. Casey Anthony was, yep, that was an interesting one too. Menendez, I mean, come on, that was crazy. Their statements and everything, they just could delve deep into that one. I feel like grandma had to have an inflated idea of her abilities due to working with kids, right? Because she was a principal, ex-principal and teacher. Yep. Jody was good too. Yeah, you know what? I think that the female ones were more interesting than the male ones, if you think about it. Jody always came across as a sweet, innocent, and you could tell she wasn't. You could tell. Jody was evil. She was out for him, that's for sure. She didn't get her man, and that made her mad. So we got mostly women. Gypsy Rose, I didn't watch. I didn't watch that one. But she didn't actually do it either. You know, she had that kid do it. These women, well, Casey was proven guilty or innocent, so even though people do not believe it.
I mean, if she ever had a kid again, it'd be double jeopardy if she got charged twice. The same thing.
I don't know who that is. Who is that, Kim? Aiden Fucci? Is that how you say it?
I hope
Does anybody
so.
know that one?
Because that's how I read it. Gucci.
Fucci? What did he do, Kim? This is what's cool about YouTube, guys, that you can't get on TikTok. You go on YouTube and you can find these trials, okay? You could go rewatch them. If you're sick and you feel like shit, it's a perfect thing to watch. It really is. Just to watch a trial. You know, and you can fast forward and you can move to the next thing. I love it. I watch a lot of it on YouTube. Very informative. Sebastian Case Harrington is going to be like Casey Anthony. Oh, Amber Heard. That was cool. Did you watch that one, Carolina?
What, Johnny Depp?
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that.
Did you see the whole trial?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, that was good. I mean, the stuff that I heard, the pooping on the bed and everything else, a bee. Oh my God, everything that came out of that trial. You just couldn't help but laugh. It was like a movie. It was literally like a movie.
Her fourth tears.
Yep. She's like, oh, there was no tears. I'm like, what are you doing, lady? If Casey has any other kids kills, is she can be charged? What? No, she can't. Yeah, she can't be charged twice for the first one. The second one, yeah. Aiden Fuji stabbed a 13-year-old boy. Oh no. Why? How old is Aiden? Is he an adult? I'm getting a little bit of here and there. Baby Dylan from Ohio. Oh. I'll tell you the truth, it's very hard for me to watch children cases. And I'm not a big kid fan, you know that. But being an empath and stuff and diving into it, it literally will make me physically ill when I watch it too much. So I can't. I kind of go towards the other way. Let's see, he was 14. He was 14 and she was 13. Oh my God, 114 times?
That was hatred right there.
Yeah, what was his motive? Don't tell me he essayed too her. He must have been watching all these friggin' movies and stuff. Are they I mean, can he as an adult? Can they try him as an adult? Depends on what state you're in, right? Carolina, can they do that at 14?
What, try as an adult? Yeah.
Doesn't it depend on the state or no?
Depends on like what is presented and all that.
Kim was that him? That was, oh, was that in Florida? You're asking her. Everything's in Florida. Nothing good comes out of Florida. Sorry if
not
you're from
nice.
Florida. Sorry if you're from Florida. But my God, a lot of people go nuts in Florida for some reason. It must be the heat. Holy crap. He wanted to know what it was like. Okay.
Well,
Oh, he already got sentenced? He got a life sentence. Well, I would think. His mom tried to cover it up and was in jail too. Really? Whoa, I gotta watch this one. What's the name again? Aiden. I'm gonna write it down. Let me write it down. I get a pen. Hold on. That's what I love about these podcasts. You know, you get so many ideas from you guys or different things to look up, and I always do. Write it down. Aiden. What the hell was his last name?
Fucci.
Oh yeah.
Fucci. I hope I'm saying that wrong. I'm probably
Oh
butchering
God. Is he an Italian kid?
it.
Is he Sicilian?
What's good to be Sicilian?
Because they all are. Calabrese don't get caught. Let me see. Because that's an Italian name, I'm pretty sure.
About to look it up. Fucci.
He had two 12-year-olds stab their classmates because they feared Slender Man would hurt their families. Oh my God. Come on.
Yeah, Fucci is an Italian.
Of course. Yeah, but it's Sicilian? Where's it from? The origin of that name. Don't say
Fucci
Calabrese.
history name.
Yeah.
Um,
Origin. It was so sad. You better hurry up, Madison. Get out of there. Seriously.
where would you look that up?
You just Google it. You put the origin of, and then you put the last name. Usually comes up. This was in California. Oh, no, this is a different one. What? Gabriel Fernandez. Who's that now? Gabriel Fernandez. Okay. Let's see who that is.
Giona and Venice.
In Venice, Italy? That's higher up. I didn't see that one, so I'll look that one up too. Gabriel Fernandez.
Fucci. Oh, you never heard of Gabriel Fernandez? That was a really messed up story, man.
What? No, tell me. What's it about?
Gabriel Hernandez, he had a mother named Pearl. He was severely neglected and beaten by like her boyfriends and her. And then he got beat so bad that he passed away. But the thing is, there were key tips through DIFUS that he was being abused and they were trying to prosecute him, but the state failed him and he was constantly living with his mom. And then he got basically beat to death.
Oh, man. I'm gonna have to look it up. The movie made me cry and so angry.
Yeah, there was a whole case trial and everything. The mom was a bitch.
Be nice. Huh. You know what I wanted to ask you is the one you keep saying, the highway guy, serial killer. What's his name again?
The hitchhiker?
The one you always talk about. Wasn't he a
The
highway
highway
something?
serial killer.
You say his name all the time and I keep forgetting it.
Oh, the Green River Killer.
That's it. I'm writing this down. Green River. Okay. Can you tell us a little bit about him?
Oh, Gary Ridgway.
Yes.
He had a messed up childhood. He didn't really. You have to really like watch it because I can't really talk about it on here because we'll get banana.
Okay.
Let's just say he wasn't fond of ladies of the night. He will lure them to the lake and strangle them because he knew that you couldn't
I knew it.
leave any
Thank you, Brooke.
evidence on the bodies. And then he would also engage in necrophilia and all that stuff. This is Gucci.
How many did he unalive? Do you know?
A lot.
More than 10?
Oh yeah.
Okay, so he's in the
Oh,
league of
71. At least 71.
71.
Yeah, because they couldn't catch him. It was a long time that he was doing it.
Holy cow! So he was in a league of like Bundy kind of thing,
Yeah,
definitely.
and then he would I think when they caught him up, because they couldn't find the rest of the bodies, he showed them where they were. Like they videotaped it and everything.
Oh, he's dead now, right? Or no?
Gary Ridgway?
Yeah,
No, he's alive.
he's still alive. So he got what? Just a life sentence and
Yeah,
not death row?
I guess depending on where you're at, you don't get death row.
Yeah. Well, Deborah, this happened when? She's saying Walmart knife. Let's see. Mom and son stabbed a 3-year-old. Oh my God. Was on TikTok just in the last couple of days. Oh my Lord. And they probably didn't even know the person. That's happening now. Random people in Walmart in particular, okay? They're just going up and just stabbing you out of nowhere. They don't have to know you. They just like the person said earlier, just wanted to know what it feels like, or they were on drugs or something like that, and they're just going around doing that. It's not even to rob you or anything. You know what I think it is? I swear. I mean, I don't know what kind of things we could say on here, but it's the Fen one. I think that a lot of people are on that, and it's so mind altering if you take too much of it, I guess, that you really are out of your mind. You don't know what you're doing. Gary Ridgway's
Gary
on
Ridgway.
Netflix. Thank you, Netflix.
Enjoy watching that.
Yeah, but that's what I do. I love documentaries on serial killers and stuff like that. Again, for the mentality of it. Not that I enjoy watching it, but I try to figure out why they would do that. What would make them go to that point?
Anything care?
I don't know. It fascinates me though. Mainly their upbringing, Madison. They said that they're born like that. They're born serial killers. They really are. And then their childhood makes it worse. It makes it come out worse. Or again, the what they're consuming, porn, stuff like that. It makes it worse. It makes it all come out. So he pled guilty to 48 counts, but he
Yeah.
probably did over 70, like you said. I mean, they
Yeah.
they only admit to a few, but they've done shit ton. You like it too, yeah. And I like interrogations. I do like that. So I'll fall into a rabbit hole for sure watching interrogations.
He's very cold, mind you.
Hmm.
Not very warm. And he was married too. He was married 3 times.
Hmm.
And his last wife was married up until the divorce. I guess the trial.
Did he have kids?
Yes, one.
A girl?
I think so.
Because you said he did that to women, right? Or was it both men and women?
Only women.
Ah, okay. But you have a daughter. Okay. 7-Eleven. Oh my God. It is an obsession for some of, what do you mean? Wait, for the people? For it's an obsession. I was like, for me or for the serial killers? Kind of is both. I mean, if you're really into the mentality of it, I kind of get addicted to it. I'll watch it quite a bit until the weird ass dreams start happening. And I'm like, okay, I better lay off a little bit. You ever do that? You ever consume something so much and then you're dreaming about it and you're like, uh-oh, I think I might have a problem here. Carolina has. She's just not admitting it.
What?
What I just said. If you consume something like a lot and then boom, you're starting to dream about it, then you realize you got to cut back a little bit, right?
Yeah. My God, I feel like caca.
Well, we could go. We're going to stay until 8.
Yeah.
You want to go?
No, I can stay until 8. It's almost like, what, 10 minutes?
I mean, he admitted to 48. Well, not admitting to the rest. Of course not. Until they're on death row and they're like, "Oh, save me. I'll tell you where these bodies are and then maybe you won't kill me." That's what they do. That's what Bundy tried to do. He tried to say, "I will help you with these cases if you could, not unalive me."
It was 49 convicted and then 71 to 90 plus confessed and suspected.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, he had a son. He didn't have a daughter then. He had a
Mm.
son. Hopefully he didn't pass it on to his son.
He probably did the cycle.
Guys, Dan's here. He's not camping? Dan, we missed you. Where have you been? Have you been camping? Dude, he's back. Back again. Gary was married 3 times, okay? And it's true. What he's saying actually makes sense. They are watching a lot of horror movies, and serial killers are addicted to horror movies, like Jeffrey Dahmer. And he actually had his victims watch the movies before he actually unalived them. What was his favorite movie? It was it Psycho, the movie?
Oh, for
I can't
Jeffrey?
remember. Yeah, Jeffrey.
I don't remember. I think he likes slasher movies. I think.
Yeah. But to have your victims watch it with you and then you do that to them, oh my God. Whew. Yeah, they do. They do. A lot of mental health issues there. Well, no, actually, it kind of does. If you look at, again, Ali Abulaban, I can't believe I'm saying his name right now. He used to watch the Scarface, okay? And that's what his character was on TikTok. And he would do TikToks, as, what the hell's the guy's name? The character's name? It's Al Pacino, but
Scarface, yeah.
I don't know it's Scarface, right? And
Mhm.
he mimicked him exactly in the movie. He would snort what he snorted and he would go nuts like him. It was the same exact thing. And he mimicked him. So he was obsessed.
Well, he got a plea bargain. He agreed to disclose the locations of the missing women, to avoid the death penalty.
Yep. See? That's what Bundy tried to do, but it didn't save him. Yep. Last ditch effort, It can for sure almost like giving them ideas. Yes, that's the point that was making, Kim. It gives them ideas. And especially if drugs are involved, guys. I mean, come on, you're not of your right mind, and then you're idolizing these people on the screen. That's what happens. It doesn't. It can do that. Yeah, Ashley, it doesn't. But you're not nuts. There's a difference. You like I just said, you're kind of born being a serial killer, and then it comes out. And that the movies don't help. Don't help at all. You weren't born one. You're good. Don't worry about it. And Brooke said it too. You don't have an obsession with it too. I think it was Richard Ramirez who said that. He's like, I just liked doing it. He's like, first when I started, it was like, oh, but then I enjoyed it.
Mhm.
That's an obsession. That's something, and you needed to do more and more to feed your obsession. And there comes a serial killer. I like horror movies and I don't want to kill people either. Yeah. Yeah.
I don't
I
like them. I don't like them anymore because they're boring.
I never liked them. I can't watch them. I'd rather watch comedies.
Same. I love comedies.
Oh yeah. Why do you want to watch something so negative like that?
Jim Carrey and Adam Sandler movies.
I don't like Adam Sandler that much. Mega. When's the next Spirit Chat? My God. Tomorrow. We're going to do one tomorrow. It's so cold still and so much snow that I still can't walk cemeteries yet.
It's gonna be single
It's
digits here.
Yeah, it's just this month sucks. But I love doing Spirit Chat. So, do you guys want me to go to the cemetery though and be outside again? Do you like those ones, or do you like visiting mausoleums like Aaliyah and stuff like that? Put in the chat. Tell me which one you like better. Because I don't mind going to the cemeteries, and as long as I'm warm and I stay warm and I stay still, I'm good.
You think the wives suspect anything? Not unless it's brought to light.
How could you not suspect something? Your husband goes out and, does these weird things. Well, I can't even say husband, it could be a woman too. Um, they're missing for certain hours of the day. You don't smell things too, or see blood or anything. I mean, are they cleaning themselves up so good and hiding it so well that they're turning their heads because they're scared that it's going to happen to them. That's what I feel. Ow, that was my elbow.
I'm not a big fan of, I don't know, slasher. I like horror movies. I don't know. They're just boring to me now. Nothing. They don't interest me now. I just
Whichever's safest. Well, if nobody cares, I don't know. We'll see. I like the outside ones,
it's
but
gonna be freezing, man.
that's why I can't walk it. It's not possible. The wind hits you in the face. It's
Like you're
ice.
getting swept, man.
Yep, in a really bad way. Probably have a double life. But how long can they get away with it? For years? Like she's saying, that went on for years. I mean, that's talent right there if they could cover that up for all those years.
Wow, it's snowing hard right now.
I got snow. Good. You deserve snow. Not you. Ashley. She deserves snow in Connecticut. You have to go to work tonight?
Fucking fortunately.
Oh my God. If you don't feel good, you might have to call in.
I'll just suck it up. I'm off tomorrow anyway.
Oh, good. What's tomorrow?
Monday.
Monday, right? Monday. Oh, I did a couple lives here. I'm kind of tired. Today was interesting because I didn't expect to stay on that long with hubby, but it was a great conversation. I felt like we really talked about that TikTok stuff, and got feelings out about it.
Blah, blah, blah.
But we'll do it tomorrow. Yeah, we'll do it sometime tomorrow. I don't know what time. Watch Discord and watch Instagram. They're always there, the notes for you.
My hobby. Oh, Dexter, the show Dexter.
Are they redoing it or something? There's a
I heard. I
Ah.
heard about it. Yeah, that was a good show.
Actually, they are. That's a guy from 6 Feet Under, right?
Michael C. Hall
Yep.
or whatever.
Yep.
I think so.
Yep. He was from 6 Feet Under, the show. My hubby came. Oh, you already said that. Yeah, no problem, Ashley. I won't need mods in that one. I only really need help with the pinning.
Oh, man.
An hour later. Oh, Sheila. Hey, check out the replay. Okay, we basically just talked about true crime tonight. An interesting case that was just horrific with a baby and two babies, I have to say. And then just kind of getting into serial killers. But we're done, guys, because 2 minutes to spare. Carolina don't feel good, and I'm pretty damn tired.
How are you feeling?
So, I feel like crap. My head is like weird. My stomach's better though. I took a massive shit and I was good.
Oh God.
TMI.
That's okay. We're all family here.
Exactly. I don't care. I am very open. Now they're doing it from how he got started as a child. Oh, okay. I'm gonna look into these cases though, guys. If you're interested, Green River Killer and Gary Ridge. Well, that's his name, Gary Ridgway, right?
Yeah.
And it's on Netflix. So if you guys are interested, we can talk about that on the next podcast. We'll be doing on Sunday, the next one.
Drop the Wendy emote.
No, what?
Drop
There
the
isn't
Wendy
one.
emote. Drop it.
There
Drop the
isn't
little
one.
yes, there is. The little dragon. I put it in the Discord. This is
I
the
didn't
new
even
Wendy emote.
Let me see it. I didn't even see it. What's it look like? Hurry up, guys. I gotta freaking go off at 8. I want to see this windy emote. Yes, feel better, girl. And I gotta feel better. Everybody's gotta feel better.
Drop it. Drop the little
I've been
freaking
listening
little
to-
dragon.
Oh, God. We're supposed to freeze. Well, be careful. It is. It's my long colon, man. It starts in my throat. It's ridiculous. It takes
Yeah,
forever.
drop that. Yeah, drop Wendy.
That's windy?
Yeah.
Oh, please.
But you don't see it. The tongue is sticking out. They're yelling. Wendy!
No, that looks more like the husband screaming windy instead of wind. I thought it was going to be like wind coming out. That looks like the husband. Oh God, I'm not going to get that image out of my head now. All right, guys, we are done. It's 8 o'clock, so we will see you tomorrow, probably here, okay? I don't know about TikTok, but we will see. Thanks for joining, and thanks to the new members. Make sure you comment on the videos, guys. It's super helpful. Just keep going back and doing it. Any ones you want to, okay? There's the wind. I see it now. All right, go get some sleep, Carolina. I will see you guys tomorrow. Have a great night. Love you.
Bye. Bye.
Bye.